Hey everybody, Signa here with the OEC. So in this video, we're going to talk about some different aspects of trading. On the left side of the screen, you can see business plan. Now, this is really important to understand, and there's no other way that we can do it except just to get right into it. You need to have a business model. Trading is not a video game. This is not some hobby. This is serious business. You need to treat it like it's serious business, or you won't have business. You will never be able to be a successful trader if you do not have a business plan. You can't go to the bank and expect someone to fund you if you don't have a plan. So when you're going to put your capital on the line, you're the one funding you. But imagine that you had to fund somebody else, or if you had to ask somebody to fund you, what would you tell them? I'm going to go trade the market. Really? It's got to be more than that. You need to put in a plan. You need to do something so that you have it all laid out. You have goals, you have contracts, you have obligations. That way, you keep moving forward. How are you work each day? What's your hours of study? What topics are you going to cover? How long are you going to do the drills? What are your paper trades for? We know that paper trades have nothing to do with the amount of money made in the trade. It has nothing to do with our emotions. So what are you paper trading for? It's a very important question. We need those paper trades. They're critically important. If you don't understand why they are, you're missing something. You need to find out what it is. What math work are you going to work on? We are dealing with money. We're dealing with numbers all day long. You better be on your game when it comes to understanding the mathematics involved in this. If that means you have to put in extra time and effort to understand the different formulas and calculations, then you need to do it. Trading plans. Trading plans are not business plans. They need to be different. This is not some junk that you fill out one time and throw it on a shelf and never look at again. If you want to be a successful trader, you need a trading plan. What type of trades are you taking? Each of them should be a fully formed trading strategy with tactics, entry conditions, stop logic, target definitions, win rate, win loss, average profit percentages, the time frame for the trade, all fully formed. These are complete trading systems. There should not be any impulse trading. You shouldn't just randomly look at the market and say, why not? I'm going to do this. Gap resolution trading. This is a fully formed system. You can be day done in the first 10 minutes of the day. Maybe not every day, but the trades that do set up on the gap can get your whole week done. So you can be day done for the week after 2 trades. That is how you eliminate risk in the marketplace. The less you trade, the less risk you assume. Open range trades. Again, a fully formed strategy. Every part and piece, all there. You could do nothing else except trade open range and be a successful trader for the rest of your life. Trading the lunchtime. Trading the breakout after lunch. Lock limit trading. MOC trades. All of these are entire trading packages. You should know every single part and piece. Now, it's my job to introduce these to you. It's my job to make sure that you're fully aware of the different tactics and strategies, but I can't make you good at it. You've got to put in the work. Trend trades. You can do trend trades through some of these. You can do pacing patterns through some of these, and you can do trend reversals through some of these. It really just depends on you. When it comes to trading something as simple as a flag reversal, you could decide just to do a pullback. You could decide to just trade the leg, or the impulse. You could trade the base. It all comes down to what part you want to trade. Which part is clean enough for you, or fits your time frame, or fits your logic, or fits your risk. Pre-market preparations. Every day, you should have a very clear understanding of what we are anticipating from the market. With just some very basic homework, you should go into the trading day completely armed with a plan, with your pivots in place, the 5x5 fully mapped out, with complete confidence of trend or chop. You should not have to wait to see what kind of day we're going to have. You should have a forecast from your anchor chart. You should have an overlay from your anchor chart, the lines, the markers, the pivots. You should be prepared to look at the market internals and be able to use those once the day has opened to validate your expectations of the day. Tick, ADS-PD, VIX, bonds, the Forex market. Trading hours. What hours are you going to be trading? What do you know about that time frame? What can you do to increase your chances of success in that time frame? I've got clients that trade in the middle of the night. That is their trading day. And although most of the work that I present here is going to be on an intraday basis, I developed all of that work. It wasn't something handed to me like I'm handing it to you. That same work can be redone again in Globex. So if you're a person who's not awake during the regular cash in America and you're trading this, you should have a fully formed understanding of your best trade time frames. Where's your edge in the hours that you're going to trade? How can you increase that edge? You need to protect your account. You need to protect it from you. You are a threat. You're the biggest threat to your account. What is your loss rules? The loss rule is something that's been designed for people who cannot recognize when a day is a bad day. When you don't have enough experience to be able to recognize that it's just a real chop fest, or that the volatility is extremely high, or that things are just out of whack. That's when your trades are really going to lose. And if you can't recognize that day in advance, you're going to take those losses. So if you have some loss rules in place after you get 2 losses or 3 losses or whatever it is that you decide your loss rate is going to be, you shut it down. Not because somebody told you that's what you should do, but because you can't figure out what's going on in the market, you can't see what the problem is, and you need to shut it down. If you could see the problem, you wouldn't have taken the losses. You are the biggest threat to your account. I can't fix bad behavior. I can't do anything about it if you revenge trade, or you get excited or angry or scared. There's not a lot I can do about your bad behavior. Especially the get it back rules. If you lose, you don't go back and try to win again. You can't do that. You're trading on emotions. You got to have something in place that makes you stop, so that you don't go digging deeper thinking you're going to try to dig yourself out of a hole. Worse, you might get away with it once or twice and believe it's a good way to resolve losses. It's not. Statistically speaking, you're just going to lose more. Experience. You can't buy it. You can't binge watch for it. You can't cram study for it. The only way you can get experience is from the doing. You have to just go do it. You need experience. Paper trading, it's not about risk. We know paper trading is not real. Taking paper trades should help you understand how your strategy is affected by different conditions. Drills and paper trades help you get more familiar with the broker It's not about making money on paper. It's about learning how the broker dome buttons work, or how your hotkey setup works, or your ability to develop basket orders. Learn your broker on the paper. Get the windshield time of using that tool. Use the hard right edge. Run your paper drills. Run your paper trades. Journals. Journal your work. Trade journals are for review of the work that you're doing, not about recording your entries and exits in the market. We're not trying to increase our ability to file taxes next year. We don't need to record, I took a trade, it won, it lost. We need to know what's going on. What about your entries? What about your exits? What did you do right? Did you get too close to price with stop and get stopped out of a good trade? Did you get in too soon and have to jump back in with an 84 rule? Journal your work. Journal what does work, what didn't work. Every losing trade should be reviewed. Now, you might not always find a reason for the loss. Sometimes we can do everything right and it still loses. That's just the way it goes. But if you never go back and look, you'll never know and be able to fix the ones that are your fault when you did do something wrong. So journal your work. Go through this video again and again until you start to understand the aspects of this, and then start doing the work. And I'll save you the effort of even reaching out to me to ask if I have a business plan for you. No, I do not have your business plan. No, I do not have your trade plan. If you don't develop it, you won't respect it, you won't follow it, it'll get put on a shelf. Nobody can tell you what your risk is in the market, or what your risk should be in the market. I'm here to help you figure out that. If you need help figuring out this stuff, that's what I'm here to teach you. I'm here to help you build it. I'm not here to give it to you. I could hand you my entire strategy, which has served me very well, and you would blow your account up with it. Because you don't know the parts and the pieces and the time and the effort that went into building my strategy. If you don't build yours, you won't respect it, you won't trust it, you won't use it effectively. It has to be built by you. And I'm here to make sure you have all the parts and the pieces that you need to build it successfully. Guys, I appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video.